What's up, everybody? This is Derek Rogers here with a Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest video. And the other day I was asked to do a video on a specific deck. And it's going to be a Thousand Year Storm deck. And we're going to be using Ral as the Planeswalker of choice for this deck, because he has some of the most abilities to speed up the process of getting the key cards that you need. Starting with the deck, this is the only support in the deck. It's, what the deck is based around. Thousand Year Storm, whenever you cast a non-copy spell, reinforce the support. Then create X copies of that spell and give those copies X times 3 mana, where X is the number of this support's reinforcements. At the end of the turn, this support loses all of its reinforcements. Stitch in Time. Gain 1 extra swap. If there are 10 or more blue gems, gain 1 extra swap. If there are 10 or more red gems, gain 1 extra swap. So, in theory, you can gain up to 3 extra swaps with just 10 mana. Discovery, Surveil 2, then draw a card. If you don't know what Surveil is, it's pick up to X cards from the top 4 cards of your library, put those cards into your graveyard, and the rest on the top of your library. Talent of Telepath, pick one of the next 3 cards in your library, fetch that card, it gains 6 mana. Days Undoing, both players move all the cards from their hands to their libraries. The libraries are then shuffled. Both players draw 5 cards. All cards in your hand gain 3 mana. You could use a different card. You could use Finale of Revelation in place of this. A lot of people think that that's better. It can be, but since this is such a cheap deck, you don't really gain a whole lot from using the Finale of Revelation. Because Discovery would only gain 2 mana, the Telepath would only gain 3 mana, the Notion Raid would only gain 3 mana, the Admonition down here would only gain 3 mana. Really, Revelation would only help if you draw a lot of the higher expensive cards, like the Thousand Year Storm or the Dragon. So I just prefer Days Undoing for the price of it, honestly. Notion Rain, Surveil 2, draw 2 cards, you take 2 damage. Wrestler's Admonition, this is my choice of removal for this deck. Return the last creature your opponent controls to its owner's hand. Addendum, draw a card. Which addendum is, if this card has full mana at the beginning of your turn, it will have additional effects. Beacon Bolt, this is our win con. Deal damage to any target equal to the number of spells in your graveyard. And then we have Avaricious Dragon. Whenever you draw a card, destroy 3 gems of the opponent's color. And finally, we have Mission Briefing. Surveil 2, then pick one of the first 2 spells in your graveyard and move it to your hand. That spell gain half of its mana. And we're going to go into this fight against a Narset. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so start off with the talent. Okay. I have yet to play a Narset, so I just wanna... Let's grab the Dragon. Normally, when I play the same color Planeswalkers, I don't normally like using the Dragon, especially once Thousand Year Storm is down, because you take a lot of your own mana by doing that. And sometimes it's really hard to... Ooh, wow. That's we're gonna play that, and we're gonna get rid of that. Let's get rid of this. And right there we go. Hopefully we don't take too much damage from anything here. Okay, good. Get rid of that threat. That could... we're gonna grab this just in case they bring anything up before we get set up. We're gonna save that in hand, get that ready. The key to this deck is to be able to play multiple cards in the same turn. Wow. Okay then. I don't need this. So let's see. Maybe I can get lucky. Take that. Nice. Let's see what we can get. We're gonna need to grab another... We're gonna have to find another stitch to get the ball rolling here. Okay, what do we got? Okay, awesome. We're gonna get rid of that for now. And that's right there. See, now we got a bunch of extra swaps, so now we need to see if we can't get... Okay, good. I was hoping... It's always important to have one of these, either Talent of Telepath or Discovery or Notion Rain, because that is what keeps the loop going. Grab another stitch. So many talent paths. I'm just gonna grab things I don't really need because there's nothing really good that we're sifting through here. Throw both those in the graveyard. You always want to throw Beacon in the graveyard. That's kind of the point of the deck. You don't need any in your hand because you're just gonna copy all of them anyways. Okay, so now we're up to 11. Okay, so now we have 22 extra swaps. And now we have 32. Just... Alright, let's see what we can get going here. Also, another reason I like the Days Undoing better is because if you're watching your opponent and it takes them 2 or 3 turns to fill one of their cards, that means whatever they have over here is expensive, and you can just, you know, you can take it from them. So that's why I like it so much better. I got absolutely nothing out of that. Okay, so what do we got in the graveyard? See how many spells we got in the graveyard. So 33 spells. Take this match 5 here. You always want to save this chase card, even if it's a copy or a non-copy, it doesn't matter, but you always need to save it. Otherwise, you'll have 32 extra swaps and nothing that you can do. That's what we're looking for, is a discovery. And I don't usually use the dragon against the same color planeswalkers either. Like Narset over here has red and blue just like us, and as you notice, we're not really gaining a whole lot of mana from it as much as we would like to anyways. Maybe we'll get something out of this discovery here. We're just trying to seed the graveyard to make a nice kill against them. So we're gonna try to dump as many spells in the graveyard as we can, especially the beacon bolts. I should have more than enough spells to be able to oh yeah. Alright, we gotta clean our hand out so that way we can copy our beacon bolt. Otherwise we won't have any room to grab any of the others. 47 damage. I'm not even sure what turn we're on either. We're gonna have to look. Turn are we on? Turn probably 11 maybe. That's a long battle log. Yeah, turn 11. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're actually only on turn 6. And that's game. This deck has been really good to me into a lot of coalition events, especially the Ravnica events that are block restricted, because with this deck you can trade out one card and just easily hit an objective with full points. Like so, like we'll come in here and one of the objectives is cast 5 or more goblins. So we'll just take this mission briefing out because that's why I always keep it there. It's the best card to take out, I think. And then objective, we actually have to use a goblin. In this case, I would probably use Goblin Electromancer. Because while this creature is on the battlefield, your spells cost 2 less to cast. So if you let's just put this in the deck, you come over here. So I mean, your discovery is only 2 mana. You know, your telepath is only 3. Your notion rain is only 3. Your Days Undoing is only 7. You know, your admonition is only 4. So you can even run the Electromancer without the dragon. And is what's better with the goblin and the Days Undoing is if you're using a planeswalker that has green in it, like Sarkhan or Kiora. The goblin will let you cast the discovery would be free. The telepath would be free. Like if you have the goblin down and you cast Days Undoing, the discovery would become free because it gains 3 mana from the Days Undoing. Plus, you made it cheaper, so you could cast that for free. You could cast the telepath for free, and you can also cast Animist Awakening for free, which is why I like Days Undoing a lot better than the finale of Revelation in the Thousand Year Storm deck. So literally any objective that you need to hit, this deck can do it. Now sometimes you might have to take another card out if you need to hit 2 different objectives. Like let's say we needed to cast goblins and we also needed to cast a Vanguard, then I would probably just take the dragon out and then run a Vanguard on top of that, because you want as much seeding as you can do. You need to be able to sift through the deck to be able to grab the objectives that you need, which is why you have 32 extra turns. But the most important thing is to remember to always save a chase card. Then that's why we have so many. That's why we have Discovery. That's why we have Talent. That's why we have Notion Rain. That's why we have Days Undoing. You know, it's just to make it through the deck as quickly as possible. So I hope this helps everybody. If anybody was ever struggling on how to make Thousand Year Storm, I really hope this helps.